1, our 5, minor 6, now 4. Now look at something. Then. Hello musicians, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we'll talk about chord extensions, what are chord extensions, and then how you can actually use them to sound amazing. In fact, chord extensions actually can make your basic play sound very advanced without even having to use all the big chords and then all those stuffs. So let's get right into it and let's see how we can use chord extensions to change our style of play. So we're doing this in a key of C. Before we get into it, if you are new to this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button, because doing that will encourage me a lot to continue doing these tutorials for you guys. Okay, so let's go on. In this tutorial, we'll be actually covering major chord extension, and that is what I actually used in the song right here. We have minor chord extensions too. I'll cover them in another video. So let's get right into it. So we have our C. First of all, what is a chord extension? Chord extensions are actually notes that are added to the chord, but these notes are not actually part of the major triad, the natural 3 notes, the triad of the chord. So for instance, we have our C. We know that our C major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then our major chord is our 1, our 3, and our 5, right? So if we add this or this or this, whatever note that we add over here that is not part of our 1 or 3 or 5 makes it a chord extension. So we could actually start from our 6, but this is actually a 13th, and then you will get to understand this later in the video. So we add this, which is our 7th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We add our 7th note to our triad, then we have the C major 7th. So going on, we can add our 10th note, but like I said, a chord extension, it becomes only a chord extension only when we add notes that are not part of this triad. So this note is the same note as this, so adding it doesn't make it a chord extension. So we skip it to our 11th. So this is C major 11th. Let's go ahead. We have our 12. Our 12 is here, so it's not part. Move to our 13th. Sorry. We have our 7th. This is our 8th. Sorry. This is our 8th. And then this will be our 9th. This will be our 10th. This will be our 11th. Right? This will be our 11th. And then we have our 12th and then our 13th. So we have our C triad, major 11th. C major triad, C major 7th, major 9th, major 11th, and C major 13th. Right. Before I proceed to break down the other 3 chords that are remaining, I want you guys to know that if you are playing a song, okay, and you want a chord substitution for any major chord, you can actually use your 7th and your 9th real time. Okay, in any song, your 7th and your 9th, you just substitute them and you're gone. But your 11th and your 13th actually can be used, but you have to know your placements very well and your inversions very well. Okay, so in this video I'll be using the 7th and the 9th. For the 11th and 13th, I'll cover them in a future video, and then also the minor chords, the minor extensions too will be covered in a future video. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now we are done with C. Let's move to our G. So we have this progression, right? So in our G triad, we have we have to move to the G major scale, right? So that we can borrow chords from our, because these ones we were working in the key of C, right? So we took all the keys, sorry, all the notes from the C, right? So we have our C third, natural major chord, C major seventh, right? It's called C major seventh because the seventh note of the key of C, right? So if we want extensions in G, we have to move to the key of G, right? So let's look at this the G major scale. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? So we have our 1, our 3, our 5, 6, our 7th. So this will be our G major 7th. But there is something happening here that I want you guys to take note. And this is in when we are borrowing chords from other keys, okay, to use them in a particular key. Like in this case, we are borrowing chords from the key of G to actually use them in the key of C. Because the song we are doing is in the key of C. But the chords that we are using right now from G is actually in the key of G. Okay. So what is happening here is, if we look at the C major scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? You realize that the major seventh, we had this note inside being the seventh note. But in the scale of C, the natural scale of C, we don't have this note inside. Okay. So what we normally do is we use a dominant 5 instead of the major 5. And if we talk about a dominant chord, let me make this quick explanation in key of C. So back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So we have C major triad, major seventh. So a dominant seventh is actually flattening the seventh. So if I flatten this and I play this note instead of this, I'm actually playing a dominant seventh. So back to the key of G, we had this chord 1, 3, 5, 7. So you can actually play a flat seventh. Okay, so now it becomes a G seventh or G dominant seventh. Okay, so proceeding, we have our G ninth, G dominant ninth, our G 11th, and then our G 13th. So these are the chords for G. Now let's go to the next chord is, there's actually an A minor chord. So we have, there's actually an E minor chord, like I said. So there is a minor chord. We won't be covering that right now in this video, but it will be covered in a future video. So the next chord is an F major triad. So let's go to the key of F and let's see how best we can add extensions to this chord. So we have F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our F major triad. 6, 7, F major 7th, 8, 9, 9th, 11th, 11th. Let me bring this up. So we have 7th, 9th, 11th, 12th, and then 13th. So this is our F 13th. So, like I said in somewhere in the video, yes, in real time, you can substitute any major chord with the 7th and then the 9th. So instead of let us substitute the 7th first. Let's do the 7th first, then we'll do the 9th. So let's look at the 7th chords and how best we can substitute them. So we have our C7th, right? This will be our C7th. this will be our J7th. So sorry, C major 7th, J7th, right? Then we have our E, and we have our F major 7th. So you see how it sounds here. So actually in the beginning of the video, what I did is instead of this, I did this. What is happening is I inverted this chord. So let me bring it downwards. I think that will help. So this came here, and this actually came here, and this C actually was played in my left. So I kind of splitted the chord so for simplicity's sake, you can experiment on these things too on your own. So I have okay, and then the J7th. Okay, you can do inversions and try this, or even this. Let me try this and see. So chord extensions, I'm in love with them. So we've seen how we can actually change our style of play from basic to amazing by using just chord extensions. Okay, so now let's look at the ninth. Let's add our ninth chord extensions. Then we are done. Okay, so you know our C9 is we have our C major triad, and then our 7th and our 9th. So what we actually do is we actually, because we are playing the C bass in our left, we ignore this chord, this note. So we actually do okay. Like I said, you are your musician, you are an artist, okay? You can paint your own beautiful picture. So you can invert it, you can try adding some notes depending on yourself, whatever you want to do. You can just explore these chords, okay? Okay. And then our G, we have this our G9. So because I'm playing this in my left, I can actually leave this and because I did this, I can actually even play the A minor chord over here, right? So this is the E minor chord, but because I did the G9 over here, I did the G9 over here, playing the A, coming down to play this A is a little bit long, and then that's why we have inversion, so that you can actually find one space and then you won't be moving up and down the keyboard. So we have your 1, the 9th, the 5, your 9th, you have your A minor chord, natural A minor chord, and you go to the last chord is the 4. I have my 1. This is my F9, so you can ignore the F because I'll be doing it in my left, and then okay, so let's try this all together and see. So we have actually enjoying this. So as you can see, we changed something that is so basic to become very, very nice and very annoying. So Thank you guys for watching this video. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can keep making more videos and tutorials like this for you guys. Okay, so see you in the next video.